I was gonna just call it the Craig Mitch show, but then everyone started doing that. The ZZ Mill show, whatever. Like, bare people had a show with their name in it. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna call it Comfort Zone, but I'm gonna call it Craig Mitch Presents Comfort Zone. So it's like got my name right there because I'm getting stopped in the street, man. I come in running down the street, kick game, shine, kick game. Turn around, I'm like, bro, my passport doesn't say kick game.
Yeah.
They're like, can I get a picture? I'm like, what's my name? So you're gonna stop me for a picture? You don't even know my name. At one point, I was just sitting on the jet, drinking Cristal. Eating Nobu.
Come on, as you should.
Just looking at the window, bro, like, Maya really done it. She done it, at the highest level. She really did it. Like, this is a girl from Bristol, came London when she was young, chased her dreams, and she's paying for a jet for her brethren to go out on her birthday. To me, that is like the maddest flex. I've held corn for years from everyone, bro, on the internet. Like, Phil Fellas days, man, were trying to call me for whatever. Like, I realized that if you're in this game, it's part and parcel of the game. Do you get what I'm saying? As long as you're not getting you chat about me, innit? Like, if you want to chat about what I'm wearing, whatever, do all of that. Like, as long as it's not my family or my mum or it's getting do you get what I'm saying? Because I realize some people are just trying to trip me out of my position anyway.
Winners talking.
Would you think of Casamigos, George Clooney's thing? You ain't had it, Casamigos?
I might have had it, but I can't think.
Okay, it's nice still.
Yeah. Rex, what we saying? My God.
What was that, like a...
Casamigos? Yeah. It's just a tequila. It's like a silver tequila, clear one, yeah. Love, bro.
Right.
Yeah, no, it's nice. It's nice still.
Still.
Come on, cheers.
Lemonade,
Alright,
bro.
man.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, we're rolling already, you know.
We're rolling.
Woo!
We're good.
Is it aircon on?
Turn it off.
No, on.
No, it's on.
What?
Yeah,
Ice
man.
and them thing?
It makes it colder though.
Yeah, let me get it. I'll grab it.
You want some ice to water down the heavy body. He was happy when he heard the ice.
Hey, man, say what is ice? There's ice, yeah.
That was heavy.
Come on.
Ramp with him. Yeah, anyway, they are in the building again. Special guest in the building today with a man then, but let me not digress. Let's get straight to it. Craig Mitch in the building.
Well, go on.
The man, the myth.
Come on.
But how many different shows have you got? Like I said to you, let's get straight to it. How many shows have you got right now?
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
I got Kick Game. I do my own show, Comfort Zone. I got my show on Kiss, Monday to Friday. So they're probably at the main three right now, yeah.
Yeah. You're active, bro. You're active.
Trying to be, bro.
No, it's dope. It's
Grand.
dope. You're very active. You're one of the most recognizable faces in the culture as far as keeping yourself out there, keeping yourself relevant.
Is it? Would you say so?
Yeah, whether you realize it or not, because
Okay.
you're popping up in a lot of different spaces.
Yeah.
Last time I see you was at the gala.
Come on.
People were onto you for the suit. Let's talk about it.
Go on.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about
the suit.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Came in the suit.
Yeah.
I said to you, what we're doing, some kind of homage to Michael Jackson. You said, yeah, boy, you're one of the people that kind of understands what's going on.
Yeah.
Because to me, it was giving that one glove MJ.
Billy Jean.
Let me find the suit.
You don't know what I'm talking about. You
I remember what I waved down
You ain't
first.
gonna remember much from that net.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna remember much from that net. But
Yeah, you were burst that
he
night.
was burst.
You was burst. Why not though? Fuck it, innit?
Come on,
Why
this is
not?
a celebration. That's what
Yeah.
you're here for, right?
They were here for a
Facts.
good time, not a long time, you know what I
I
mean?
understand, and you definitely had a good time.
Yeah.
So yeah, talk to me, because I also see man making TikToks over your
No way.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Over your suit.
Yeah.
Talk to them about the thoughts behind. What was the fashion direction we were going in there?
Boy, see me, I'm someone that likes to express myself, innit? So
I knew the word expression was gonna come in.
yeah, because that's what fashion is, isn't it? It's an expression and
It was calm.
listen, I wanted to pick something polarizing, innit? Last year I did the green thing.
You've got to say that because you're just happy that someone's coming off with something that's taking the heat of you.
I thought I was calm. What do you think? When you saw him, I was calm.
Yeah, he was calm.
Yeah. But everyone,
I think you can't go wrong with fashion, bro, because it's your fashion choice.
Yeah.
I don't really think a man can really go wrong.
Yeah. I just think, like, for me personally, like I said, last year I did like a green suit, and everyone was saying, "Yo, you killed it. You was one of the best dressed last year." So in my mind, I was like, all right, cool. A lot of people last year didn't really do too much coloured suits. They kind of played it safe and did the black tuxes or whatever. And because I did a green suit like that, only Posty and a few other man really did colours. So it kind of stood out. So everyone was like, oh yeah, you did your thing. But in my mind, I was like, well, this year, I know people are going to push the boat because they saw what happened last year. So they're going to take more risks and do colours. So I'm like, no, I need to push it a step further. I need to do something that no one's gonna do. Do you get what I'm saying? I didn't want to play it safe. Like
you was guaranteed no one else was gonna do that.
Exactly.
100%.
Exactly.
That's a one of one. That's a one of one. What are you saying? I'm not doing that. I'm saying, but you must have stepped out confident. No, I'm not backing.
But I'm always confident in what I wear, bro. Like
was it personalized, made for you?
No.
Or off the.
No. The shirt was actually Oswald Boateng.
Big up Oswald Boateng. Come on.
Black owned.
Come on.
If you know.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
You know. Do you get what I'm saying? Not a cheap shirt. That was like real proper nice silk shirt.
No one's gonna think any of your things cheap, bro. All the suit people ain't thinking
no expense, man.
Come on, but the shirt is not what's in question. The people them try to get
the sequins
for the sequins.
Of course, and obviously some people are like, why didn't you match? I could have bought the matching blazer and a match. I could have done any of that.
Were they matching?
No, like the top was like pinstripe sequins, and the bottoms were like just sequined off completely, like a MJ Billie Jean jacket.
You could see where I was going when I said the MJ thing, innit? You knew.
Yeah, but that's why I did it.
That was part of the.
Yeah, that's what
people have to know where they're coming.
No, but that's why I did it. Michael Jackson to me is the GOAT. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm sure when Michael Jackson, do you know what it is? It isn't even just Michael Jackson. Like I'm a man that came up on wrestling, innit? Yeah. So I'm a 90s baby. I came up on wrestling.
Yeah.
And all my favorite wrestlers, they were wearing mad things. Like Bret Hart would wear like the pink with the leather jacket with the sequins on it, or HBK would come out with the sequin like leather thing across him, or you know, The Rock would wear like silk shirts or whatever. Like they were extravagant characters. They did what it needed to be do to show their personality and stand out. So I thought, I'm going to do my thing like that. But because people are not used to that, and this is black culture as well, people are going to be looking at it like, raw, man's on a, what is he, on a fruity thing? Or like, what is that? And to me, it's like,
yourself.
you get what I'm saying? But to me, I feel like a star. I try and treat myself like a
As
star.
you should.
So I want to stand out like
I'm
a
the
star.
same. If you step out, you want to step up. You want to step up.
Yeah, why would I want to come in and look like everyone else?
You definitely didn't look like anyone else.
Yeah, so that was the goal. And the goal was to polarize. Like I did it knowing that some people would like it and some people wouldn't. Yeah. If I went out there and everyone liked it, it's just too easy.
You can't have to please people like that.
That's the energy man's done still.
There you go. So
it's been a minute now, but I remember like I didn't really think much of it at the time because I kind of know how people go with fashion. So I didn't really think too much. I pulled you aside and like said to you, I see what you're doing. You're doing the MJ, But then I saw people who TikToking and this and that. I think a couple sites was like, they weren't too sure about it.
Everyone's got something to say though.
It's down to the individual.
Listen, free promo, bro.
I know what you.
Free promo. If you want to,
man understand how the game goes.
Promote me.
These man know how to work.
I'll take the free promo, bro. Like, do you get what I'm saying? It's better than that. Then you go there. You I don't know.
Nobody cares.
No one even says anything.
Nobody
didn't even make the cut.
I
don't even want to, like, good or bad, put me in the conversation, innit? Because I know I like how I dress, but if you want to make a TikTok, talk about me on Instagram, whatever you want to do, I'll take the promo, bro. Why not?
Especially because you're lit already out here.
Come on, man.
Your name's ringing. Yeah.
Trying.
How did you get to all of this though, bro? Like, how did you get in the game to the point where you are holding down so many shows? You are in this spot. You are Mr. Kick Game. You are Kiss Fresh Show. All of this. How long have you been doing this? Where's it start from?
Bro, this started in 2010. So I've been doing this 14 years.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of the Gen Z people that have come across my content now probably think like, I've only known him the last 3 years since Kick Game.
Yeah.
But I've been doing this since 2010, bro.
Grinding.
If you go way back to, do you remember That's a Rap Show with Poet?
Of course.
Back then, I had a feature in that show with another guy called Suave. Shout out to Rico. And we were like a duo and we was in that show back then. And then we were doing interviews back then in a duo called Mitch and Suave. Like this is all on YouTube, documented.
vaguely
Like,
familiar
we
still.
got interviews with like ASAP Rocky, loads, Jesse J. That's how long ago it was.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's where you started from. So who put you on Poet?
No, like we started our own blog. So basically, I had a blog when I was in uni. If we take it way back,
Let's take it. Come on, let's take it.
Alright,
way
cool.
back.
So I had a blog in uni called Swag Splash, right? And the whole point of the blog was just to post the music and fashion I was into at the time. And blogs were popping at the time.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Tumblr, all of these.
All of that, yeah.
So I was like, let me start my own blog. Like I'm into this stuff, like as a hobby. And then I met my boy Rico, and we were like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's start our own blog, like together. So we did that. We called it Mitch and Suave. But then we thought a lot of people are doing blogs right now. How can we make our blog stand out from all the other blogs out there? So we thought, let's try and interview the people we're talking about. Obviously, man, couldn't get like Lil Wayne, Kanye, these people that we were posting about.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
said, let's just interview like UK people that we can get hold of. So like our first ever interview was with a poet called Sully Breaks. I don't know if you heard of him. And then we did SAS.
Yeah.
After that,
SAS.
yeah, we did SAS, and then we started building, and we met Critical.
Shout out Critty.
Shout out to Litty Critty, run the city as he says.
Yeah.
So yeah, we linked up with him, and he started like, he was already doing music videos at the time. He was doing stuff with Chip, Tiny, Scorcher. So we were like, yo, like you're doing videos, but we need someone to record our interviews. Like SBTV was popping at the time. They had interviews. Rest in peace, Jamal Edwards.
Yeah.
And we were like, yo, we want to do interviews as well. Like there's a little market brewing here. So we started doing interviews. He was recording them. Just started stacking them up. And then a few years down the line, we just decided, you know what, I'm gonna do my own thing, go solo, because I felt like it was more my dream than the guy who was doing it.
I was going
with
to ask,
Suave.
what happened to Suave? What's Suave saying?
What was he doing now?
Yeah.
He's doing all kinds of. He's doing modeling. He DJs, does music nights. Like he's still within music and that, but in a different capacity.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I went on my own journey, and then there was a period where like music was shifting from MP3s to streaming, and there wasn't a lot of money in music for artists, let alone presenters.
Fact.
Yeah, yeah.
So I thought, you know what? Let me pivot like where I can make more money. And I was like, what else is my interests? And I was like, well, I love music, I love fashion, but I love football. So then I went into the football industry. So me and Poet made a show called Kebabs Like Shimpads. We put that out on GRM Daily. It was like the only football show out at the time, especially from like black culture. There was no one was doing all these like AFT that weren't around. Like we did this football show. We had like Now Ranger on there, Maya Jama early on. Like we had all these people on there.
Early doors.
Yeah, and then we did that, and then Poet got a job at Copper 90. He went and did that, and then we started Filthy Fellas, which is still going now, 10 years strong.
Yeah.
So we started Filthy Fellas, went into Filthy Fellas. Then I started doing JD football content off the back of Filthy Fellas, interviewing footballers. Off the back of that, Premier League saw my stuff. Got a job at the Premier League. I was up and down the country, like doing live broadcasting every Saturday.
Yeah, shit.
Whatever the early kickoff was on a Saturday, I was there.
You're doing a lot. You're doing a lot.
Then off the back of Premier League, I got the job for England. So I was presenting for England's first ever presenter. I was like at the World Cup in Russia with England, doing all that with the players, living in Russia at the World Cup, like all of that. Then off the back of that, got Match of the Day ex-BBC.
Hold on.
Wheel.
That's
Yeah.
how it went, bro.
Hold
It's
on.
been 14 years.
Yeah, but you gotta let them know. You gotta let them know still.
Pull it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Nah. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah, you was getting in. You done a lot, bro. You've been mad active,
journey,
bro.
bro.
It's the journey, but your
Yeah.
the journey's legendary, bro.
Nah,
I didn't know it was all of that.
for
Before,
real.
so what? You're one of the pioneers in Filthy.
Yeah.
See, you don't get the mentions.
Because I left it, man. Like, so basically what happened was when I got the Premier League job, so after doing it for 4 years.
So you did Filthy for 4 years, yeah?
Yeah, so I did film for 4 years.
Yeah.
And the first 4 years. And so it was like 2014 to 2017. I got the job at Premier League. And then I was still doing Premier League and Filthy at the same time. But then what happened was there was an episode of Filthy where, I don't know if you don't remember, but Dele Alli had a sex tape, or not a sex tape, but something
Yeah.
leaked of him in a hotel, nude or some shit.
Yeah.
And no one was talking about it naturally because like the lawyers shut it down or whatnot. But obviously Filthy's filthy, and Filthy was different at this time as well. So we spoke about it on the show. And then because we were one of the only platforms that spoke about it, it got flagged. Premier League saw it.
Yeah.
So before they weren't really paying attention to what I was doing online, but they saw it. So then Premier League were like, look, we're not saying you can't do Filthy Fellas, but we're just saying you can't do both.
Yeah.
So then I had a decision to make. Like, I was like, raw, like, I'm doing Filthy. At this time, like, YouTube weren't really making money like that. This is 2017, isn't it?
Yeah.
The channel, I don't even think the channel had ads switched on at the time.
Yeah.
And obviously I was getting paid by Premier League doing that every week. And obviously I wanted to progress. So I went to like Poet and Tego at the time, and I was just like, yo, like, I can't do Filthy no more, man. Like, they're saying I can't. Like, obviously this is the Premier League, I want to go and do this. So they were like, you know what, like, we're not going to stand in your way. Like, go and do your thing. This is why we've done this, so that man can go and do big things.
I hear that.
So I had to leave, innit,
one
reluctantly.
sec.
Go on.
Did Tego thief the money?
Did he what?
Da-da-da.
Boy, you know what? It's not my place to say. What I will say is, Poet is not a liar.
He's not.
Yeah.
That's
Good
my
guy,
brother.
genuine guy.
That's
Genuine
my
guy.
brother.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I'll say. I'm not going to speak on other people's business, but what I will say is Poet doesn't lie.
You wouldn't be upset for no reason.
No, Poet's a
Poet wouldn't be upset
guy.
for no reason.
Of course
That's
not.
it. Yeah,
Of
come
course
on.
not.
Yeah,
Like,
real.
you got to understand, Poet is always for culture.
He is.
No matter what.
Yeah.
Poet is for culture. I've
He
seen
is.
Poet turn down deals. I've seen Poet like stand on principles many times when a lot of other man would have folded or bended for certain checks or certain things.
Yeah.
Poet's about culture. Poet's about principles. So when Poet says what he says, just know that's the truth.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
100%,
So,
yeah.
but yeah, essentially that's what happened. I had to leave Filthy because of that, and then I went into football more and more and more.
You're a professional. I like the way you just brought it. You see the way you just brought it back to what he was.
Yeah,
He said, we're moving. Yeah, so I said, just move it back.
Moving
to what
on
we're talking
swiftly.
about. I know that. I do that.
Oh, you want to delve more? Or?
No. I can tell you just want to skirt past it, so we're gonna do that. But I'm just letting you know that I know what you just did there.
Okay.
I saw what you
Alright,
just did.
cool. Well, it was subconscious.
Yeah.
It weren't conscious.
Yeah.
It was
It weren't conscious. Yeah. I hear you.
Alright, cool.
I hear
So-
you. Carry on, my bros.
Yeah, so boom. So obviously I've left Filthy, started doing all the football stuff. And then I did the football stuff from like 2017 to like 2020. When was it? Like 2020, just before COVID. But what happened was I realized, right, that as I was doing it, I realized for me to go really where I want to go in the football world in the UK, the UK is behind the US. Like the US are so much more forward thinking.
Like on sports content.
Yeah, like the basketballers can talk how they want, dress how they want, like even little things like they'll show up to basketball games in what they want.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm saying? Over here, you got to wear training tracksuit or suit or whatever. Some clubs are changing, like Barcelona are letting people, and some clubs are changing, but that's not even in the UK.
Yeah.
But football's behind in that sense. So for me to go far in football, I realized if I want to be the pinnacle, like a Gary Lineker or whatever, you have to talk a certain way to be on British TV, and you have to dress a certain way. You can't come in there. Like I'm wearing streetwear right now. I'm wearing like Cortez 95s, Supreme. It can't really happen. So I was like, you know what? I'm getting older. Like I need to be me authentically if I'm making content or presenting myself. I need to be me, bro. Like I can't be someone I'm not. Like I was born in Tottenham, grew up in Wood Green. I'm from ends. I have to be me.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? And then that was the first thing. The second thing I realized about the football world was that it's very tribal. So when I started making football content with Football Fellas on the side, I'm a Spurs fan. So on the side, I was making like Spurs YouTube videos like Expressions, shout out to Expressions.
Yeah.
And I was realizing that there's not a lot of Spurs fans online like that, bro. Like obviously we don't win nothing. So everyone likes the glory. So I was realizing, hold on, Arsenal fans ain't fucking with me just because I'm a Spurs fan.
Yeah.
Chelsea fans, and I'm on Filthy Fellas acting like the big Spurs fan.
Yeah.
So all these other fans weren't fucking with me. So I'm losing supporters and fan bases in that way just purely because of who I supported.
Yeah.
Regardless if they liked or didn't like my personality, just because of that. So I was like, football's bare tribal, man. Like, and then the third thing I realized, and this was the big thing, girls don't watch football like that. Now, obviously, women's football's getting bigger and it's getting more attention and more females. And I'm not saying there aren't females that watch football, but I'm saying the majority of females weren't watching football like that. So I was making football content and I'm only getting stopped in the street by guys, or the girls that I know are not watching my content. So I was like, you know what? I need to find a way to reinvent myself and get back into music culture and lifestyle again and do a kind of 360, bring it all the way back
Is
round.
this from a business perspective, or can you just like love from the gal them, or both?
Both.
I respect it.
Always love for the girl then.
Come on,
But both, innit?
Now you're talking about
But
it.
both,
Come
but
on.
both, because I'm like, yo, if I want to make more money,
I know what bear man just ran it up on you.
yeah, because if I want to make more money and I want to expand like my reach, I need to understand that half the world is girls, bro. That's half the population's that gender, and they're not even watching what I'm doing. So I was like, I need to get back into music and fashion somehow. And then Kick Game, they had already started the channel. But they did like 5-6 episodes, but there was no presenter. It was just like a guy behind the camera asking questions. So
I remember when it was that.
yeah. So then they realized, you know what, we need a presenter. So then shout out Sincere. Sincere's from North.
Yeah, big
I'm
up
from
Sincere,
North.
man. No, take a moment for Sincere and big him up. Still.
Yeah.
But that's
Sincere's
a
different,
real
man. That's my
old
guy.
pioneer.
That is my guy. Come on,
Big
from
him
That's
up.
Not Gangster Days.
Yeah.
You
All
know
right.
Pound Sterling,
Come on,
Channel
brother.
U.
Come on.
You
That-
know, bro. You
brother.
man are like
Man,
forefathers
sincere,
in
mad
this.
is for places.
Brother.
Like
It's what
the randomest of places.
No,
You
'cause
see him sincere,
Sin.
cutting you one up or doing these things.
Yeah.
That's a real guy. Carry on,
Proper.
bro.
Yeah, he's a real guy. That's my guy, man. So he shouted at to me and he was like, look, there's an opportunity. Like I didn't even have to audition or nothing. He was like, I know you're into kicks and fashion. I know you've been presenting for years. I've watched your journey. You're from North. If you want to do this, here's the opportunity. And I was like, yeah, I'm on it. Like, because I wanted to do that anyway. It just aligned. So then I just joined, did it. And then, yeah, rest is history, bro. I'm back in, like, the culture again. Like, the first episode I'm interviewing Popcorn, second episode Russ Millions. And then I'm just in, like.
I think that's what brought you back in properly, like, straight. That's it's kick game.
Yeah.
Because if I say to my son, kick game.
Yeah.
Well, your sons watch Kick Game?
Come on, bro.
Yeah,
man.
Shout out your son, man.
Yeah, man. He watches
That's love.
Kick Game. I said to him, when he goes, yeah, that's a good guess. That's a good
Yeah.
Let's take a moment, pay some bills. People, you need to make your purchase of the Manscaped 4.0 or anything from the Manscaped range.
Anything.
Listen, you're going to have your girl looking at you differently. She's going to be like, rah, you look different. Everything's different. What's going on? It's up to you if you want to explain to her and say, nah, I started grooming up the thing and tear, you get it.
Nah, it's
Mad. I know you've got your pack from long
I got my pack, and you know what's mad as well? That even though like we're on the 4.0s and that, like even when we got the first care package, them things they're still moving strong. They're resistant. They're very good. It's worth the money.
The 3.0 still runs same way.
Still run same way.
Any of them, to be fair.
You know what I mean?
Any of them. Make your purchase. You don't have to get the 4.0. The 4.0 is just the most modified version. But there's the 3.0. I think there's all the 2.0. Go on
2.0. There's the nose thing.
Discount when you use the code winners plus free shipping, aftershave.
The thing for your nose to take out all the hairs in your nose.
Everything.
All the weed whacker.
All of that. The weed whacker runs it. Now the weed whacker runs it. See when the nose things start growing thick.
Yeah.
Straight.
Quick
and
things.
then you're back outside.
Outside.
Summer's here as well, you know. Get yourself right.
This is it.
Yeah, it's the summer.
And when you're on the go, see like me, like on the go, when I back out all my little bits and
beard
bobs.
groomers as well on there.
Beard groomers,
20%
thing to
discount when you
shape
use
up.
the code winners.
Yeah, keep your hair like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they got the hair thing as well. Everything's there.
Everything
Make
is
your
there.
purchase.
Boxers.
Daps, you still using it?
I'm still using it.
Okay.
Yeah. Boxers thing.
Yeah.
Boxers are wavy still, I can't lie.
20% discount when you use the code winners plus free shipping.
Yeah.
Step.
That's love.
I said, yeah.
But yeah, man, that it just came 360 again, man, and it just brought me back there. And it's the sick thing about being in music culture and stuff again is one, when I started it, there was no money. When we were doing those interviews in Mitch and Suave, no one was online like that. Like back then, social media was for your brethrens. You posted on Instagram or whatever to get a like from your friends. The businesses hadn't come on there yet. Nowadays, these youths that are coming up are going on social media as a career.
Yeah.
They're looking at it saying, I want to be an influencer, I want to be a creator, I want to be a TikToker. Like, they're seeing it as a business thing because there's money to be made. When we started, there was no money, bro. Like, we just had a vision. Like, we just loved creating content. Like I said, I'm a 90s baby, so I grew up on Bad Boy TV.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From My Wife and Kids
to
even in the UK, Supermarket Sweep. Even our game shows were lit. Crystal
Big
Maze.
show, you know? Big show.
Then we had big shows, bro. In that, Gladiators. Like, we had cold shows in the night. So I grew up on Bad Boy TV. Like, the youths today, TV shit.
Yeah, they ain't
Like, all it is reality TV.
TV shit.
Like, the youths will flick on TV literally for football or Love Island. Other than that, they're not watching TV. It's all Netflix, YouTube, all of that. So it's like, today, it's like, it's a sick space to be in lifestyle, music, culture and everything because there's money to be made now. So just bring it 360, man. And like now, like I said, now when I'm walking down the street, the girl, them are stopping me.
Yeah, come on.
I'm getting love from the girls. It's a different fan base now. Whereas the football, and I'll always love football and I'll always make football content and dabble in it there and there, but it's not the Bill and M for me anymore, man.
I hear you. Other week, you was at Maya Jama's birthday. Then I see you on a PJ. I know that's your brethren. That's your friend.
That's
Talk to
gang.
me about what was going on there. What was going on? Where was you lot flying to that day?
We went out Ibiza still for her 30th.
Oh, the continuation of the celebration.
Yeah. So she had the birthday dinner on the Wednesday, and then she booked a few of us. She booked the jet, and she was like, "Yo, we're gonna go out Ibiza for a few of us out there." Like, she's like, "We need to come on the jet." I was like, "A jet?"
Oh, I thought it was like
Green.
normal
I'm
for you
from
at
Wood
this
Green,
stage.
bro.
Oh,
Like the jet.
Come on.
Over there, 100%, man. But do you know what it is for me? Like the biggest thing about all of it was a sick trip. It was lit. It was a lit time. But the sickest thing about it for me was just I met Maya in 2011.
I was about to say
2012.
for people that might not know, you, Maya, poet. It's a long history.
Yeah, we all came up
behind
together.
the relationship.
We've all
Yeah.
come up together,
We've
like
come
from
up,
Jump Off days. You can go watch Jump Off debates and all of that. Remember Jump Off in King's Cross, right?
Yeah.
And they used to do the debate show. Me, Poet Chucky would be on there. Maya used to be on there. Like we've come up together.
Yeah.
And for me, at one point, I was just sitting on the jet, drinking Cristal, eating Nobu,
Come on.
As you should.
just looking at the window, bro. Like, like Maya really done it. She done it like at the highest level. She really did it. Like this is a girl from Bristol, came London when she was young, chased her dreams, and like she's paying for a jet for her brethren to go out on her birthday. To me, that is like the maddest flex. It's the maddest flex, bro. Because a lot of the people I know that get jets, like a lot of people that get jets, they'll even like a bunch of man will get one, but they'll chip in. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. Like I would do that. Yeah. But the fact that she could just slap the money down,
do it,
and just do it. How many girls do you know that can do that? Yeah. Really? How many man can do that? Yeah. So I was just like, I was just deep in how far she's come, and it was inspiring, man. Like it was proper inspiring. It was like, raw, like this shit's possible. Yeah, no, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Maybe not for everyone, because Maya's like a rare special person, but it was inspirational more than anything, man. Just getting on there, like. Yeah. It was lit. It was a lit time still. But do you know what I realized in Ibiza? Bro, I'm too old for Ibiza now, bro.
Yeah, it's like that already.
Nice, man. It's not for the week, bro. Like we're talking like 8 hours sleep across a whole weekend. Yeah. Going out at 2 day partying, going for dinner, then going out again, like and like not going back to the hotel and showering, bro. Going out again and getting back at like 5, 6. Bro, it took its toll on me, man. And then I had to come back. I was supposed to come back Sunday night, and my plane got cancelled. I had a 9:45 p.m. flight from Ibiza back to London. I had to get back because on Monday I had a kick game with Thames. So I was like, I need to get back for this. My flight got cancelled. My head's falling off now. I'm like, what the hell? Like head loss. I had to book another flight next morning for like 10 a.m. to get back at 12. Ryanair, they charged me like 450 euros. Ryanair, joking, because it was last minute. Jumped on that flight, landed at 12. Brother, I've jumped off the plane, got in a taxi, gone all the way to Covent Garden where Kick Game is, gone Soho House, showered with my suitcase and that, and then gone round the corner to Kick Game to do an interview with Thames. On no sleep after partying the whole weekend.
That's the life though, dog.
It's a story. It's a story. That's a story.
A lot of man watching this now thinking, well, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, that's the life. Dog. Yeah.
But it's taking its toll on my health. I'm trying not to. I said I wasn't even going to drink this. You lot drew me up.
Come on.
It's alright, man.
But it's when it's talking. I have to.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
But glad to see you here though, bro. So that's a mad story still. Man set pace with a big story for the first time I've heard. See, you man tried to get him with a Michael Jackson suit, but he just let you know the levels.
Yeah. No, but you know what? I'm one of them guys, bro. I've been on the internet for so long, like Phil, like Phil Fellas, all of that. Yeah. I've held corn for years from everyone, bro, on the internet. Like Phil Fellas days, man, were trying to call me for whatever. Like, I realized that if you're in this game, it's part and parcel of the game. Do you get what I'm saying? As long as you're not getting like, you chat about me, innit? Like, if you want to chat about what I'm wearing, whatever, do all of that. Like, as long as it's not like my family or my mum or it's getting do you get what I'm saying? Because I realize some people are just trying to trip me out my position anyway. Do you get what I'm saying? Like they want me to, they're trying to draw me out to respond or do certain things or whatever it happens to be. Do you get what I'm saying? When I used to clap back at everyone on Twitter back in the day. Like I used to, anyone that tweeted me, I'd just be like, come with a cheeky response or try and get one up. And then nowadays I'm just I don't even respond. I just let it run.
Man came today, man come with the fatigues on and all of that. Man came ready. He knew he was coming to the trenches today. So man came ready. Like, man, yeah.
Pal, let me flip it on you though, pal. Let me flip it, because you know I'm a presenter by trade anyway. Let me flip it on you.
What are you saying?
How did you make this transition? Because like I said, I was in school. I'm watching Channel U days. And obviously I saw your videos back in the day. Like, and even seeing your transition and your progression to this now, first of all, I love it. I love to see the evolution, because for me, like, a lot of people think like once you do one thing, you can't evolve into something else. And I've always hated that about the UK. Like in America, even when I speak to Nigerian artists, like some Nigerian artists I've interviewed, I'll speak to them and they'll be like, I was a dancer, I was this, I was that. I did like 5 different things to make it before I landed on music and made it. They're not, in other countries, they're not scared to like try something else and evolve. But it felt like over here, once you do things, they try and box you in to be in that. Do you get what I'm saying? But how did you make the transition from this to this?
I think from what I was doing before with the music and I just think with me, I just looked at the landscape and I felt there was more for me. Like I stopped doing music.
Yeah, because I'll be real, I after the music thing, I didn't really see you.
Yeah, I was ghosting. I was just living normal.
So what was you doing in that period?
I had a loss in my family, so my family needed me. So I was with my mum, my kids. I was living very normal, bro. I was doing bare normal things, which was probably good for me. It calmed me down a piece. It let me experience normal life for a little while, you know, like that. Like I said, sometimes took off the fucking cape, hung it on the side. Superman's out the building for a little while. We're gonna Clark Kent it, and then it just turned into years. But I had this feeling of like, nah, I've left too much on the table. Like I
Like,
this can't be me forever.
Yeah,
like I can't just be normal forever. Like
Yeah.
there's something there. So I had this idea. I started chatting to my guy Nichols and saying, Nichols, I got this concept, you know. I think this will work. I know the guys. When I talk, people listen to me. I can hold a conversation. I think it will work. And he's my guy. All he ever says to me is like, wait, yeah or no. And he was just like, yeah, that'll work. And then from there, I just started working towards it. And I'm just comfortable in my own skin, bro. Like, win, lose or draw, I'm always gonna be me. You understand? So with the music, it's never like I had this thing like, I want to be the number one rapper. I never cared like that. It was just more like, let me do something to change the path for all my guys. Let's try and do something different. You know, like what everyone does really. Let's try and do something different because we can keep going this way, and everyone's going in and out of jail and this and that, or we can try and do something different. And we're making a mark. Like you say, you saw the videos. We made a mark on culture and on everything. So when it comes to this, I was just like, yeah, same thing, but in a different kind of way. And I just looked at the way the world is and how things are in the culture. I thought, as a man that's very confident in myself and a leader, man, I will sit comfortably and say, I watch your show all the time. You're good at what you do. Because everyone thinks, you can't say that, you're breading, you're this. But I don't give a fuck. No one ain't going to tell me I'm breading.
It's not even breading,
you see what
man.
I'm saying? But you know, that's how people are thinking. So if we can be here every week and show the bigger picture and celebrate who I want to celebrate, let's do it. So that's
let me flip it.
The translation was
Let me flip
easy.
it and give you, man, your flowers, though. Because honestly, this podcast is cold, bro.
Respect,
No,
bro.
I've watched so many of them. And like, even when you lot shout at me, I was like, yeah, I want to do this. Like, other people shout me to do podcasts here and there. And I'm like, but this one, I'm like, because there's such a positive, sorry about that, there's such a positive message behind your podcast. You get what I'm saying? You man ain't here just for like the fuckery or the numbers. Like, obviously, we all want numbers. Like, we're doing this do you get what, for a reason. But like, you man, anytime I've watched your thing, it's like real conversations that men need to have.
Important, bro.
Yeah.
I think it's very important for certain conversations. But that's why I respect what you do as well, because you stand for something. Like, I watch you sometimes, I'll see clips, or when I watch whole episodes, or you might be on HC or whatever, and I'll be like, you're talking. Like, you're not really giving a fuck. You're not trying to play the safe. You're not playing it safe. I hear you talk on certain subjects. I'm like, he's not playing it safe. Yeah, he's talking freely, and I respect that.
Yeah, I always try to give my opinion on things, man. Like within reason. I like to only speak on things I actually know about. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or if it's someone's business, like obviously earlier, like you said with the Tego and Poet situation. That's for them, man, to address or talk about that. Do you get what I'm saying? But if it's something that like I feel like I have knowledge on, or something I have a real opinion on, I always speak about it, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, the other day, in America, Tyrese, have you seen? He's on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
He's having a moment. He's very emotional. He's having a moment. He's talking his truth. He's very emotional, upset, crying, talking about men crying and all of this stuff. I felt him in what he was saying.
Yeah.
I felt him. It's funny as well. We'll go full circle. And it's funny that you're here as well. I'll go full circle to episode 1. Remember episode 1?
Yeah, I remember episode 1.
And I've already spoke to Poet about this as well. Because episode 1,
we spoke about it.
before I understood, because one thing, I didn't understand this game. I didn't know what it is. I didn't know that the man them actually give their lives to this. Like, your life is now part of people's entertainment. You're going to give all. I'm from an environment where we're giving the minimum. You're getting the surface level. What's going on behind it, you don't know. All you're gonna
anonymity.
100%. And you're gonna get a cold stare. You see what I'm saying? Win, lose, draw, whatever's going on behind the scenes, you're gonna get the same stare. You don't need to know. But being involved in this, I've got to understand that I was wrong when I was saying, because I said to Poet, I was like, why are you giving away so much? And then we spoke about it, and he was like, OG, da. He goes, I was just emotional, and I've realised I was wrong, because if you've got to lay it out, you've got to lay it out. My thing was, but why are you doing it on camera for? Keep some things for yourself. Don't give them your whole heart.
Oh yeah, I remember this. I remember.
The first one, it was
don't give them your whole heart. Keep some things to yourself. Which I still.
What was that? Episode 1.
Episode 1, where masculinity.
No, not when Poet.
Not with Poet, but when we spoke on the.
But when you spoke about it was episode 1. That was episode 1.
Yeah.
Man, I remember that clip. Yeah.
Yeah, of course you do. That's you set pace. I told you it was set pace.
Memorable clip. Yeah, where's masculinity gone?
Yeah, where's masculinity gone? But my thing is, as I look at things, everyone's different.
Yeah.
And we're all dealing with some horrific traumas or whatever, and stresses and personal issues or whatever. So everyone's way of dealing with it is different.
Yeah.
So when I saw Tyrese having that moment, I got it.
Yeah.
You understand? Because men do go through shit, and men do cry, and men do feel pain. If my son was feeling a kind of way, I'm going to tell him, don't keep that emotion in.
Yeah.
Don't keep that in. Let that out. You see what I'm trying to say to you? But where do you stand on this side of things? Are you sometimes just sitting in your glittery suit, crying, listening to some soft tunes? Listening to
Some MJ.
Yeah, listening to MJ. Sad love.
Nah, you know what? I mean, to be real, to actually be real. Like, and I know a lot of people look at this and think, oh, he's light skin. Bro, I mean, I can't remember the last time. Bro, I'm gonna be real. I actually can't remember the last time I cried, bro, and it's not good. It's actually not good.
No, but that's
I'm someone that like. First of all, I'll be real. Like, I've realized that I'm really blessed, and when I say that, I don't mean just like the fact that I get to do what I love for a living every day, but like, I haven't experienced a lot of trauma in my life compared to a lot of people I know and speak to. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, even growing up, when I first lost one of my brethren from where I grew up, he got stabbed and killed. That was like the first time when I was really like dealt with death. Like, I haven't got a big family. Like, my mum and dad have one sibling each.
Yeah, them ones.
Do you know what I mean? And on my dad's side, his sister only has one child. And then on my mum's side, he has a few children, but it's not a big family. So I haven't dealt with a lot of death. Do you know what I mean? As I record this, both my dad's parents are alive and my mum's mum is alive. Only her dad's passed. So I haven't been to a lot of funerals. Or, do you get what I'm saying? Obviously, as you get older, I have to prepare for these things. It's just a natural part of life, and I'm going to deal with that when it comes. But I haven't dealt with a lot of trauma, and I speak to some of my brethren, and the things they tell me they've dealt with. Do you know what I mean? The amount of brethren they've lost, the amount of family members they've lost. So I look at it and I go, you know what? I haven't dealt with trauma in that way, so I haven't had to cry for that thing.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that's why, I don't know, I ain't cried because I'm not someone that's going to cry at films.
Yeah.
I'm not someone that's just going to cry because I've had a shit day or things ain't going my way. You know what I mean? You know, you speak to certain people, some girls you speak to and they're like, oh, I cried because this went wrong. And you know what I mean? Like, I'm just not like that, bro.
Nah.
But I also understand that it's not good. And I've been thinking that I might have to do therapy for certain things. Like, have I bottled things up? Like, am I just like, do you know what I mean?
You just said you ain't got no problems, man. Life's good. You're just on the...
No, but I have... No, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
Mum and dad's blessed.
everyone's calm.
Food's always been in the fridge.
You know what I
If I
mean?
needed the latest cars when I was a youth, mum's going to pattern me.
No, I never had that. I never had that.
I
never had that, bro. I remember going non-uniform day in AstroTurfs.
Yo, I hear that.
Huh?
You
No,
like,
I just didn't like. I used to go to my mum. You don't know.
Were they predators though?
No, they
some
were total
top brand.
90s.
They were
They were
calm,
nice.
that's
Total
calm.
90s. Yeah,
That's a
but
total
no,
nice,
I thought you were gonna say like high tech or Seeker.
you don't know the
You know them
bro,
old
when
school
I was on
things.
uniform day, man's got clean white Air Forces. Like, people were killing me. Like,
Yeah, that's kind of mad.
and the maddest thing is,
That's
think about it, man, I got white Air Forces and I'm pulling
that's
up
mad.
in AstroTurfs for non-uniform day. Like, there were little things that I used to beg my mum, like, because obviously, I don't know how much you know about Wood Green and that area of Tottenham and those sides.
Little bit,
But on Wood
yeah.
Green Harrow, there was like a Foot Locker.
Yeah.
And obviously the Foot Locker had all the TNs, all of these things. And TNs were like £110 back then.
Yeah.
This is before inflation.
Yeah.
Bread. So like,
120
I used to ask my mum, I was like, you're not having TNs. Like, you can't, like, I can't
Yeah.
get you TNs. Do you know what I mean? So like, I went through my struggle in that way, but it's like, yeah, I just never went through the struggle that other people went
Nah, bro,
through. Do you know what I mean?
everyone's
Everyone's
different.
been through their
Listen, bro,
different
I've been
things,
through
innit?
hell and high water, but bro, they weren't really not making me cry until a big family loss. Now, nothing was making me cry because maybe it's just the way you get conditioned a certain kind of way.
Yeah.
Where in certain environments you might not cry because it's just not your way. Like, but I'm just saying I can understand you man that cry. I get it, innit? I'd rather you man cry that are criers than go and, I don't know, man, go mash up.
But I think
your
like
baby
you made a
mother or
point
something.
earlier though,
Go on.
like when you're in this game and you give so much to like social media and all of that kind of stuff, you kind of feel like you're obliged to kind of give them all of that. Do you get what I mean? Like Tyrese, he's on the Breakfast Club. He probably didn't have to give them all of that information.
He was giving them a lot.
But he took the opportunity to give it.
Yeah,
Go on.
I'm gonna be real. You're not gonna ever see me crying on camera, bro.
So man's agreeing with me with the poet thing when I said it.
I'm not. No, I'm not agreeing with you because I'm saying other
I
people
don't,
can
brother,
cry
I
on
was just
camera.
about to backtrack on what
Nah.
I said.
I was about to take back his
Nah,
apology
nah,
and
nah,
say,
nah,
actually,
nah,
I was
nah,
right.
I thought he was gonna back me.
To the
still.
fuckery.
I was just
To
trying
the
to
fuckery.
because I didn't, you know, because people told me I was insensitive and shit. They was insensitive.
Right, man was
I
ready
think-
to
do you know
turn the
what I think?
tables
I
like
think
that.
I think it was more your tone at the time. It was very like stern, very like
Stern guy,
more
bro.
the tone.
I'm talking to them because what it is, I hear you. I know exactly.
Tone's
what you're saying.
important.
Yeah, yeah.
But
when
my
you
brother,
talk
what
about
must,
At that time, he wasn't-
I've learned through this. You do have to kind of. Some people need a little petting because I'm a stern talker. I'll just be like, "We crying for?" Because that's how I was brought up. You see what I'm saying?
You talk to your son like that.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course. But at the same time, if he's upset now and it's a reason, then I'll be like, yeah, But in the same breath, I'll tell him, son, it's a man's world. Nobody cares, you know. You're gonna have to be strong. Only a strong survive. You're gonna need to. My son today, have you done your press ups? My little son, he's 12. You done your press ups? I've got jiu-jitsu later. I don't need to. Why don't you need to? Just because you're going to do them later at jiu-jitsu don't mean you can't do them this morning now.
Press ups like that every day.
Why not, bro? It's a man's world. They're going to have to be strong at some point.
I hear you.
Let's put it into them from now. They need to start. As I tell him, like I told him, I said, bro, it's you that needs to do this. It's you that's going to go through life and need to have a certain level of strength. So you need to be book smart. You need to be physically strong. You understand?
Facts.
And you have to have a loving heart and be good to people. So these fundamentals can help him on a path, because when push comes to shove, like my son's very good with, he's a talker, he's lippy, but there might come a point where your mouth can't get you out of trouble, and you might need to just, even if it's just to push someone out the way and get space for yourself.
That's big.
Let there be some strength in that arm. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to be talking about. Anyway, we saw.
There's no negatives in doing press ups.
There's no negatives.
There's no negatives.
All positives.
It's just regimented.
All positives.
Brother, he's gonna sit on that PlayStation for 8 hours. So I'm gonna say to him, bro, if you've got time to make sure you sit on that PlayStation every day,
Gotta put work
take
in.
some time out, bang a quick 50, 60 press ups before you do it. And then you know that takes 5 minutes. See what I'm trying to say to you?
Do you know what though? Just to bring it back though to what we were talking about. Like I said, I'm never gonna cry on camera. Unless it's a movie role, do you know, unless I'm playing a character, me as Craig Mitch, myself, do you know, let me never say never, because I'm not someone that likes to say never, but I can't envision me crying on camera. But I'm not gonna judge someone else that does. But one thing I'll say about Tyrese, brother,
You saying performance?
it's just hard because, bro, Tyrese has done so much mad things online.
done
that
bare
it's like
magic.
you're-
It's crazy.
It's you're looking at it like if it was someone else that doesn't do that, like
slide.
if Denzel was on there crying, then I'll be like,
Oh shit! I need
whoa.
to. Yeah, what man's gonna listen
This
to
is
this?
a
Yeah.
serious, like Denzel's crying on Breakfast Club right now. Where's Tyrese? It's like, bro, I've seen that meme. Like they memed you where you go, "Why don't you leave me alone?" Have you seen that meme where he's like, and I'm just like, and they're trying to offer him the tissue, and he's like, "I don't want it." Did you see that?
Yeah,
I saw it.
that.
That performance, right? No, the performance was flawless.
Man. I thought, is this Fast and Furious
the
15? Like, what's going on?
The performance was flawless.
Yeah.
I thought that as well. I thought the performance is flawless, but he's engaged the audience. But just as a conversation piece, I said, let me just discuss it, because it is divisive on that. I've got real ideals. You know my thing, masculine shit. I've got real ideals of what you need to be in this world. But at the same time, I do realise that, bro, I know some guys that proper head cases, but they will start crying, brother. They might start crying while they're beating you up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I know some man about why
the anger gets so much, they let it all out.
need to let something out.
Yeah.
They need to let something out. But anyway, let's move on from that. All of that cry, baby. I mean, all of that crying stuff. Just joking. You know, I just be saying that shit to make them people mad. Yeah. You know, I just fucking around. See, Specs put R. Kelly #1 on his list as far as artists. What we saying? Who's gonna stand up and still say they're rocking some art?
Like he said, all time, right?
He said all time.
That's just wrong. That's wrong.
You talk then.
In
Craig.
R&B,
All time what though? R&B
No,
artist.
he
He said all time, all
bro.
artists.
He said
Man can't take Specs serious, man. Specs
No, he's being dead serious though.
Why,
You can't take him serious.
You
because
can't
he's
take
dead
Specs serious.
All right, then talk to me. Why is he wrong, Craig?
Who?
Why is Specs wrong to say R. Kelly's the #1 artist?
Because-
of all time?
because-
apart from are we talking because of the crimes, or are we talking?
Because Michael Jackson lived. How can you put R. Kelly above
Nah,
Michael
I
Jackson?
saw him
MJ 's
say
the man.
he said MJ. He said R. Kelly over MJ as well. That's crazy.
Nah, that's
Yeah,
mad.
like, you
Yeah.
can't do that. And then I even spoke to him about this before. Like we had these discussions like off camera, and he's like, "Yeah, but you know, R. Kelly wrote for Michael Jackson. You were not alone." I'm like, "So?
Yeah, that's
What's
what
that
I'm
mean?
saying.
Like all the stuff Michael Jackson was doing in the 80s, 70s. Michael Jackson was doing it since he was a kid.
Yeah.
Like this is what people forget. When I talk about Michael Jackson, I'm like, this brother was in the Jax 5 in the 60s. He did it in the 60s as a youth, and he was the best in the group by far.
Yeah.
Then he did it in the 70s with Off the Wall. Then he did it twice in the 80s with Thriller and Bad. Then he did it in the 90s with Dangerous. Then he did it in the 2000s with Invincible. Like we're talking a man that did it in 5-6 decades, bro.
You're passionate about the MJ thing. I could.
Yeah, because it's like, bro, it's just
but is MJ your artist? Artist like.
He's the GOAT, bro. Like
I respect it. Carry
if
on.
you grew up in the 90s or even 80s,
MJ was the guy, bro.
Yeah.
everyone wanted to be him at one point. If you watch Smooth Criminal, like you did the moonwalk in your living room.
Yeah. Come
Like
on.
everyone did a spin and
I wasn't really that deep still.
Nah, I'm
you
an
went-
MJ guy.
I was an MJ guy.
I fucks with it.
But-
Smooth Criminal's my jam, bro. That's my song. Man.
Nah, bury them in my jam. But I don't know why I weren't that drawn. Was MC Hammer around at the same time as well?
Yeah, Hammer's my guy as well.
See what I'm saying? Like,
How has MC Hammer how has he got in this conversation?
no, because
He had
I'm
one
just talking
song.
eras, brother.
He
I'm
had
talking
one
eras.
song.
I'm just talking eras. Let me
MC Hammer
live.
had one song.
But what? MC
Too
Hammer was a
legit-
powerful
too
movement.
legit to quit.
Yeah, one
Yeah,
song.
Hammer time.
Yeah, and he was all in the early
I'm just
90s.
saying though, man. He was about.
Yeah, but
No, but MJ
It was a wave.
Hammer was never on
MJ's level. But come on, the wave, the Hammer wave.
No,
was-
Hammer had a wave, but MJ, you got to think, MJ was making people collapse and faint and drag
definitely.
out. And
I'm just saying,
like,
for
the
me,
style,
he
the
didn't
glove.
have that
Remember when he had the
effect on me.
glove and the one white.
Yeah, I didn't
the
do
white
all of
socks.
that.
And,
I'm just saying he didn't
I
have that
didn't do the
deep
glove
effect
thing,
on me.
but I
had
didn't
the
do
white
the glove
socks.
thing, but I was like that was like a part of man's nostalgia.
No,
Like,
bro,
oh,
my
deep
parents,
way
my whole
is-
family, everyone. Michael Jackson, great.
Yeah.
Like,
if
when
you
my-
wear trousers that are up, people still call it jack-ups to this day, bro.
yeah.
Fact.
The white socks. If you got the
Fact.
white
They
socks.
still call it jack-up. Where did jack-ups come from?
Yeah. No, but Jackson's culture though. Michael Jackson's the biggest thing in the world. The biggest
Ever.
artist
That's
ever
what I'm saying.
in
So
the
you
world.
can't put R. Kelly above it. R. Kelly couldn't even dance.
True that.
He couldn't even dance.
All right, taking him being above MJ out of it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Specs putting him as the number one artist? Is it because I asked someone this the other day? I'll say it. Taser asked you in it. Taser Black.
Yeah.
I said,
Mr. R&B himself.
for that reason, I said to him, I voice noted him. I said, listen, what we're saying is R. Kelly still on the playlist or what?
Yeah.
He was like, boy, I'm not saying that.
So
What we saying?
Huh?
Mitch,
What? Is
Is
he
he
on my
still on the playlist?
Do you want me to be 100%
I
real?
want 100% real.
They're gonna kill me. You know, I was never the biggest R. Kelly fan.
Is he on the playlist?
No. He's not.
Saying.
He's not. But you know what I will say? I will say this though.
He's not on mine either
He
then.
was never way older.
That's what we're doing.
Way older.
If that's what we're doing.
No.
No, but what I will say
I
is,
don't-
I'll
I don't
be
listen
honest,
to no
I'll
R.
be
Kelly.
real. If you ask me the question, I'm not really an R&B man. You know this.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not-
know
I'm
I'm
not an R&B.
you're a hip hop man as well.
I'm a rap man. I'm an R&B. I'm not an R&B. Huh?
You lot are crazy. R. Kelly is the best to ever make music, bro.
You're bugging.
But see, man can say this off cam.
It's
though.
bad. It's bad.
I can say these statements.
You know what I was
off
about
cam.
to say though before you said that?
Now, let it go. What was you gonna say, Craig? Go on,
No,
go on.
before, do you know what I was about to say? Before you said that, I was literally about to say though, if we just ignore all of the mad things that he's done, he was the number
Oh, no,
one.
he's a GOAT.
He was number one in R&B. He was the king of
Without a
R&B.
doubt.
Yeah,
Without
yeah,
a
yeah.
doubt.
Oh, but some
That's
people,
our music.
huh?
And that's our music.
Nah, he's a GOAT. Like in musically, he was a GOAT.
R&B, but
Because it's
I
one
don't
gen-
listen to
because
R.
it's
Kelly.
one
But
genre.
I don't listen. Frank, I'm not really. I was
It's one
never.
genre.
I had to
I
blackball
was never
him
trapped
after.
in the closet and all them man there. Like you know them.
Before the allegations. No, sorry. Before the conviction,
Yeah.
he was on the playlist.
Okay. Well, you
There's-
took him off. All right, do you want me to be real? There's no. I'm
Let's be
capping.
real.
Now,
I'm
what song?
capping.
Come on, yeah, yeah.
Big
What
capping.
song? Talk the
There's
talk.
one
song?
R. Kelly
What
song
song?
I
Which
still
song?
listen to, but it's not his song. He's on the
Man's
song.
all disclaimers. Go on,
Yeah,
go
yeah.
on.
No, but this is a fact.
Go on, who?
It's Nas Street Dreams remix with R. Kelly. Do you know about that song?
Big tune.
Yeah,
big
big
tune.
tune.
Big
Know about
tune.
that song?
Of course,
Yeah,
come on, man.
yeah.
Come
Big
on.
song. I still
Big
play that
tune.
song to this day. That song I ran that song this morning when I was cleaning my yard. That song there, the video, everything. That's one song I will never not listen
Is
to.
he on the-
But I'm the biggest Nas fan, so it's like that's just not gonna like it's never gonna.
Yeah.
But that's the album with Jay-Z that you can't even find that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. That's
The
all
both
moves.
worlds.
You
It's not
can't
on
best listen
streaming.
best of all
It might
worlds
act like it
again.
didn't exist.
Yeah.
Jay-Z said,
you know
"You're
Jay-Z
gonna delete
already.
that, take
Yeah,
that out.
that's
boy."
get
him out
They're
of
two
it.
albums. I
Get
can't
him out
find
of
any
it.
of them.
Jay-Z taking no gambles right there.
Can't find any of them. Even
No
on
shame.
SoundCloud, I'm looking, bro. They're like, where's this album?
That's gone.
That's like it never existed.
So you was looking for it though.
Yeah, just to see if it still
what
was about.
So why is you looking for it just to see if it was still about? What made you
Because
decide? Because you wanted to hear the tunes. yeah.
Hey.
You
Hey, what was
you wanted
R.
to hear the
Kelly? Hey, was
tunes.
R. Kelly-
Bang off.
Hey, was R. Kelly-
All right, talk the thing.
Everyone knows that R. Kelly's got bangers, bro. But
Yeah,
you know what it is?
bare bangers.
Do you know what it is for me? Like, see on this whole like separating the artist from the art thing. Everyone has this conversation. Can you separate the artist from the art? Yeah. I feel like for me with R. Kelly, if I'm gonna listen to R. Kelly songs like Street Dreams or things like that, I'm only gonna listen to songs that don't involve women. Because for me, the songs about women, which are probably his best songs, I know where they come from now.
Yeah, you
I know
can
what the
hear it now.
inspiration behind it.
Now you can hear it now.
That was a
You can
big
hear it
Aaliyah
now.
fan. You've married Aaliyah when she was 15 and all of
crazy.
this. You produced the album AJ Nothing But a Number. You're in the background on the album cover just looking. Have you looked at the album
Lurking.
cover?
No, I ain't looked.
Deep the anyone watching this, deep the album cover. He's in the background blurred out looking at it. It says AJ Nothing But a Number. He's been a creep. So my thing is, any songs where he's talking about girls, I don't listen to, but World's Greatest, that can get a run. I Believe I Can Fly.
I'm just saying. Oh yeah,
That
yeah,
can
I
get a
hear that.
run.
Don't say like that.
Anything that isn't involving sex or women, might get a run. But if it's sex and women, I'm not listening to it because where did your inspiration come from for this?
I don't listen to him at all now.
I haven't got none
He's
of
out of here. He's out of here, man. Can't.
Yeah, he's out. Get him out. Who's the king of R&B now? Usher.
Usher or
Chris
Breezy.
Brown.
All right, who you giving it to? Because me and my friends were debating about this the other day.
I'll give it to Chris Brown.
I give it to Usher. Why Chris Brown?
Because Chris Brown, I just think he's the old, like Usher. Don't get me wrong. I think Usher's like crazy. They're both neck and neck in it. If you really break it down, like, but Nah, we're not.
All right, we're not doing
No, we're not doing all of that. We said
Believe
we
me,
would.
I
But the reason why I give it to
almost said
Breezy
it when
because
man
I
said
just
that
think
Usher.
in terms of what I like, Breezy's whole style, like the whole style, like the creativeness of him, like I just like and just the dancing, the everything. I just think the total package.
But Usher can dance and do all that.
He can do all
Usher,
of that, but
Usher.
I think Usher has gone more. Remember, I'm not R&B in it, so he's gone more
No,
like
Doug
roller
likes it
skates
more-
and
you know what it is?
all of that.
Doug,
And all that singing.
I think Doug likes it more because Chris Breezy's got more them upbeat joints.
And just
Where
the energy.
Usher was crooning. Remember
It's
them
not
early
just that,
days?
though,
He was on some.
Yeah, but it's not just that. It's just like today in 2024, Chris Brown makes better music than Usher today.
Oh yeah,
Like
but
the most
obviously,
recent
but
music.
but who's had the longer run then technically though? Because remember,
Usher.
See what I'm saying? So it depends how you put in the time passage.
No, because Chris
No,
Brown.
Usher. Remember, Usher's
been going from early doors, bro.
I know, but
from,
his music ain't been good for a little while now.
You make me want to leave the one on with kind of tune. That
Yeah,
kind of
My
album,
Way.
that is tune.
My Way album.
My Way, yeah, that album.
But this is why I put Usher above Chris Brown for me because Usher's albums for me are better than Chris Brown's albums. So those first three albums, My Way, 80701, Confessions, Chris Brown hasn't got a free run.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
For
I
me,
get you.
For me.
But Chris Brown, when you really check it, he's had some serious bangers. He might not have had the albums.
He's got.
He's maybe
Chris
not
Brown-
had the albums like
Chris Brown's
say what
got
Usher's
bangers. Chris
He's
Brown's got
bangers.
modern day classics. Even that one he had with Drake. What was it? No Guidance. Banger.
Yeah, he's got bangers.
Banger. Even 10 years ago, what was the one with Lil Wayne and These Hoes Ain't Loyal?
Yeah, all of that.
Banger.
Yeah.
Chris Brown's got bangers. Chris Brown, no one can chat to Chris Brown. For me, the order was before my man got X'd himself, even though he X'd himself time ago.
Was
R. Kelly, Usher, Chris Brown.
I fuck with that.
Now it's Usher, Chris Brown, and I don't know who's third.
Do you feel like the R&B game's kind of like gone now? Like, there's like in the sense like with the modern day artists, there's no real modern day R&B artists nowadays, is there? It's all.
Do you know what it is? And I talk about this with my friends as well. Like R&B back in the day, man would cry over girls.
Yeah.
So they'll be outside the window, like come out, Ray J in the rain. I had one wish, all of it. They'll do all of that. The R&B artists today are moving like the rappers. Like look at Tory Lanez, they might shoot a girl, bro. It's crazy. Like
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Well, it's technically not because he got convicted, but it's allegedly
Nah, but
all of us
I heard
that might not believe
I heard
it.
the
or
security
whatnot.
guys talking now.
Yeah.
But my point is, the R&B artists today are like rude boys, isn't it?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're toxic.
Yeah.
Like look at Brent Fires,
Yeah.
Bryson Tiller. These men are talking like the rappers. Whereas when we were growing up, it was all like talking about how their girls had done them wrong and I want you back.
I
And
think society's changed, and that's part of the reason why.
Savages.
The gal them don't deserve the sweet serenading they were getting
Savages.
as well at the same time.
Well,
I
talking
said
it, talking it.
I
Why
said
not?
Because they're not upholding the same standards and morals that certain girls were holding in. Now the gal them think they're man them, so the man them is dealing with them a bit more harsh.
Why do they think they're man then? What do you mean, in what sense?
I'm just saying you've not got the conventional woman that wants to look after, nurture, care, cater for the way they would have before. You see what I'm saying? It's like the women's tunes have changed. We've gone from Beyonce.
But they're still out there, them women though.
Yeah.
They are still out there,
Man, them
but
started
now
singing
they're
them
not.
songs
the bangers
now.
are not
The man
like
started
The bangers
singing
not
them
about
songs now.
look,
They'll say
look
they're
at
soft.
exactly. Plus, look at the style of music the women are making compared to what they were making then. Look at the love songs that were getting made. Even Beyonce would cater to you in them tunes. If she made that now, the gallim's gonna start bunning out on that and saying, "Nah, man, what's she doing all that for? Cater to who?" You see what I'm saying? The attitude's changed on both sides. The world's at war to a certain degree, so you know.
Yeah,
but I'm saying, bring back the R&B and bring back there are good men and there are good women. So yeah, start making music towards each other
But
because
no one wants to show that soft side no more, like
no
you
one
said,
wants
bro.
Drake,
Everyone's-
brother. All right, before we move on, let's quickly do the good people at Agent. Go and see them, register, get your hair products for that growth. You know, get that top growing. You see what I'm saying? Get the beard right. Get the beard right. Them man, they are patterning the thing different. Register. I've been using this shit for about 5 months now, nigga. Pattern up, get your shit organised. Go and see them man there. Sign up, register.
No man sitting sweet, is it?
Register. I'm just register. That website's across the front of the screen. Register for your hair and beard treatment. T, you've been using the beard treatment for a minute. How you feeling?
Yeah, just filling out.
Beard's filling out. What about the hair? You been using the hair one as well?
The hair one as well. Hair's growing out as well.
That's why he's rocking the. Yeah,
Come on.
I understand.
Right,
yeah, I know Dax has been
got the
using
do-rag underneath
Dax
that,
has been
yeah.
using it. Everyone's been using it, and also they've got the Viagra, the Cialis, you know, for the enhanced performance in the bedroom. Or if you're having any issues in that department, Agent, the website's going across the screen. Use the code WTP2, and they'll help pattern your thing. They'll help sort it out. Registered, pharmaceutically registered company, not no joke thing. But anyway, we move on. Lato, you was with her the other day, like?
You see Lato? Have you seen
Man,
the sexy
a
red
man
when they
looked
do
in the
that
sky
thing?
like, was I?
No, because you
I
said
just
the
said
other
to man,
day,
you was with
last
Lato the
year.
other day. Man was like,
No, it was last year.
Oh, was
but
that when it
you said
was?
The other day, yeah, we did it.
I know, I only saw it. Why did I only see it the other day?
no, maybe
I might have
seen a clip.
I might have seen a clip. They were dominating you still. They were handcuffing you and taking you out of the building. Or something.
Who?
No, that was
Me?
someone else. It was definitely you, but I don't know if it was in the same episode. Someone was like, she's the English girl. She's got like a show. She was in like a Gucci jacket.
Oh, Nella,
that's it, Nella.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nella, yeah.
Yeah, was Nella there when you were with Lato and them?
No. So basically, you've seen the clip. There was a clip where we put a
They've
montage
merged.
together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha,
So we just
gotcha.
montaged different
That's what-
episodes.
that's
There
what-
was like Nello in there, Lato, Lola Brooke, like, and they put it all together basically. Yeah.
I understand.
But Lato's leng, bro.
She looked good still. No, I gotta lie, dog. She looked good.
One of the longest I've seen in person. I'll be real.
So what? You don't move to none of them? Attempt to.
Here and there.
You're doing all right.
I'm trying to give.
You're doing all right.
Listen, you know what I'm saying?
That's
I'm
working.
That's all I need to hear.
A
You
good
don't need
magician
to say
never
nothing
reveals
more.
his tricks.
You don't need to say nothing more. That's enough. I'm proud of you. Well done. Keep it up. Don't stop. Get it.
Come on.
Yeah, that's good. I like to hear that. All right. What's the if there was an up and coming youth, a young Craig Mitch just coming out of uni,
Yeah.
he wants to get in the game now. What's the first step you would advise him to take?
Make a platform on every platform available. So TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and just start putting out content. Whatever idea you have, just start putting it out and then figure it out as you go along. Make the mistakes and just keep doing it. Because the thing is, a lot of people got ideas, and this ain't even just for content or doing online stuff, just in life. A lot of people have ideas and then they just let this mental block happen and it prevents them from putting out the ideas. And really, it's like Nike, bro. Just do it. Just do it. Do you get what I'm saying? Put it out. Because when we were coming out, like I said, there wasn't all these platforms like this. You couldn't make money. You couldn't do things. So when people stop me in the street and they're like, yo, how did you get into do? Like, how do I do what you're doing? I'm like, my brother, you have so much access to things now. They're like, yeah, but so much people are doing it. Like, how do I stand out? I'm like, do you know what the maddest thing is? A lot of people will start and just drop off. Because then they'll see maybe I ain't got the numbers, the views. Do you know what I'm saying? And then they'll just like, I'll pack it in. Just start. But one thing I will say is, you gotta be passionate about it though. You can't just do it because I'm trying to make money, because that's how you're gonna fuck yourself up. Like the main thing for anything for you to be successful is you gotta be passionate about it. 100%. Because what happens is, when you get those hurdles or you get those blocks or whatever happens and things don't go right, then you're gonna quit if you're not passionate about it, because your only sole thing for doing it was bread. You can make bread in a million different ways in this world. Do you get what I'm saying? But if you're not passionate about it, you're going to quit when times get tough. So I tell people, just if you're really, really about it and you really want to be online and make content, do it, but only do it if you're passionate about it. Because like I said, the moment it gets hard, you're just going to quit. But just do it.
How did you get the radio show now? Kiss Fresh.
They approached me.
What's that thing the youths are saying right now? How greedy.
How greedy. Nah, do you know
How
what?
did you get that one as well?
Nah, they approached me because you know what it
It's
is?
a good look though.
No, thank
it
you.
Fits. It makes sense.
Thank you, my brother. Like, obviously they seen the Kick Game stuff, and obviously we have a lot of musicians in, and they just hit me up and they were like, "Look, we love your interview style and how you speak to the musicians and stuff. Like, we think you can translate this on radio." So they were like, "Yeah, just come through and do it." And I'd never done music radio. Like I said earlier, I did Talk Sport, which is football radio. But on football radio, you're just talking for time about football. There's no music or anything. Music radio is a different skill. You got to be able to like do something called a crunch and roll, where you come out of one song, speak a little bit about that song, back reference it, and then seamlessly slide into a next song. Do you get what I'm saying? Or you might have to interview a music guest and then go into music. So there's different skills, and I never did it before. So I was like, yeah, man, I'm on it. Like, I want to broaden my horizons and just add another string to my bow.
No, you're smashing it. Who's been the most difficult interview on Kick Game?
The most difficult. You know what? I love his music. I'm sure he's an amazing guy, but it's probably Davido. Because you know what it is? When Davido came in, this is when I first started as well, early. Like in the early days, I was finding my feet. Like a lot of people that I watched Kick Game didn't really like me. They were like, why have they got this guy? But the thing with Davido is he's been rich, innit? Like everyone knows Davido's like rich from money. And then obviously his music's bang, so he's even richer. He had like every shoe basically in the store. And he came in and I feel like he was high, like mad high. He came in and he was just like not interested. Like it was almost to the point where it's like, why am I here? Kind of thing. Yeah. So when I'm chatting to him, he's just like, like just not being responsive. And I'm someone that's, like I said, I've been doing this for years. I've dealt with footballers who are notoriously hard to interview because they're scared to say anything. I've been in every interview environment you can imagine, bro. So like, I know how to then draw it out of people and break them down. Do you know what I mean? And make them feel comfortable. Davido was just not interested, bro. It was just like, he was just like, I'm just trying to do this and get the hell out of here.
What's the best one you've had where you're like, raw, sick?
Lato's up there. Lato was definitely one of them.
Just because she's leng though, man. That's it.
It's not just that, bro. Like if you watch the episode, it's just a vibe, bro. And at the end, and literally, I swear to you, like,
man, but you've had bare guests on them, and you come up, you just want
this
to reach her. You just want this to reach her like that. I was like, get out of here, man. You've had you've had bare man on there, like, and I know you listen to the Locks and all that. You've had everyone on there.
Well, they had the Locks on there.
Yeah, Jada Kiss,
man, come tell me about
Dame Dash.
So
he's had everyone on there.
we
But
had
man want to say,
on
look,
there.
after you already said, you know what he's doing. But anyway, good.
Legends of Neo, Bear Man, but well, just reeling them up. Do you know what one I really like though? I like the Burnaboy one. And do you know why I like the Burnaboy one? Because he came in and he was doing an album signing. For his album at the time. And this is when Last dropped. You know how big Last was.
Yeah.
That song was Song of the Summer that year, 2 years ago. And we had him in. And he came and did the album signing, but he was there all day signing, going downstairs, having weed breaks. And by the time he was supposed to finish at 7 and we do the episode after, and it ended up running till 9. And I was just like, this guy's not gonna do it. Like he's gonna be like, I'm tired, whatever. And he was like, no, and he was just on it, and his energy was up. He was like proper giving it, showing personality. Like, do you know what I mean? And that was the reason I love that one so much, and not just because he was like that, but it was the turning point for Kick Game. Because up until then, we were getting artists and that, and people were watching. But once we had Burnaboy at the height of like Last being out, it just opened the door where we got a different level of respect after that one. It was like the watershed moment. And then loads, that's when we started getting loads, because a lot of people were like, Burnaboy's gone over there. How can I not go over there now if they reach out? So yeah, man, I'll always have the utmost respect for Burnaboy for that. And also, Burnaboy is just one of the coldest, bro.
Cold.
Like, he's my favorite Afrobeats artist. Before I even met him, he was. Because a lot of Afrobeats artists, you know, they're like on the, I don't know, they're on the joyful thing, the girl them thing. Burnaboy's like the Afrobeats artist that's kind of a bit greasy. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I'll always rate Burnaboy for that. So that's one of my favorites. Probably my number one favorite one.
Yeah, that's it. What was the no, not even what was. How did you feel like? Say like at first you've gone to Kick Game, like you said. At first they weren't like, not everyone was receptive to you and be like, yeah, we fuck with it straight away. With you, because you have to win people over to a certain degree.
Of course, yeah. People hate change.
Yeah. So when do you feel that moment kind of changed and people started embracing you? And how did it make you feel at the time? Did you feel a way about it, or did you understand because you've been in the game for so long that this is just how it goes at the beginning?
Yeah, bro. I'll be real with you. Like, so like, obviously when I joined Kick Game, they didn't have a presenter. Like I said, there was like multiple episodes. They had Central C, Fredo, Ardy when he would like just blown. Like, so they were getting millions of views. And then I've come in now, and like I said, people hate change. So they're like, who's this guy? Like, and it's a young audience. Do you know what I mean? They hadn't seen, a lot of them probably hadn't seen my previous content. So then they were just like, who's this guy? Like, we don't like his style, whatever. But the thing is, we filmed like 5 in a row before we even put my first one out. So then by the time we put my first one out,
pressure.
I didn't have time. So like, say we were doing it week by week. If the first one goes out and people don't like it, I can then adapt for the next one. Do you get what I'm saying? But we'd shot 5. So we've done 5 in the mode of like that. So I couldn't even adapt, bro. I had to just ride the wave of those 5 being out. And how it was working was, when popcorns come in, he's like picking trainers and I'm picking them up, like putting them down. So I'm looking like a sales assistant rather than an interviewer. Do you get what I'm saying? So I've seen the backlash now. People are like, this guy's not even good. He's doing too much. He's a sales assistant, all of these things.
In another life, you look like you could work in Foot Locker.
Ross, just kill me like that.
You know the man that come on.
Are you just gonna kill me
in
like
another
that,
life, bro? In another life.
In Foot Locker.
When you was
I'd
younger,
rather
not now,
Foot
not
Locker
now.
I'd rather Foot Locker than JD though. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
come
know
on,
Foot
yeah,
Locker
yeah.
guys.
No, that's why I didn't say
Town.
JD. I didn't
There's
say
a
JD.
Night Town.
Yeah, them man there in another
Night
life.
Town.
Night Town.
Because there were
Night
paintings
Town.
in Night Town.
When you in another life, there's a Craig Mitch lookalike somewhere in a Night
It's
Town.
buried them.
Yeah,
It's buried
see
them.
my
They
vision?
ain't them, but it's buried them.
But they didn't. But because when I first saw it, yeah, I was like, I already knew about some of your content. So I got it. I got it. But I saw that the people weren't getting it straight away.
Yeah.
But I watched more or less all of them anyway. So I've seen now it's just Kick Game, Craig Mitch is one thing. Like your name is synonymous with Kick Game.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah, it literally.
Bro, I'll be walking down the street. Like,
literally.
half the people that stop me are like Craig Mitch. Half the people are like Kick Game. They're like,
Yeah, literally.
Kick
Bro,
Game. I'm
I said
like-
to my son, Craig Mitch, Craig Mitch, I said, Kick. He goes, oh shit, good guess. You see what I'm saying? You're
I think
Like,
that with
go-
Oh, but I
everything-
hate that now though. That's why I started my own show.
Yeah, you've had enough. Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah,
said.
yeah,
Craig
to
Mitch
switch out,
presents
yeah.
because I'm starting my show and I was gonna just call it the Craig Mitch Show, but then everyone started doing that. The ZZ Mill show, the whatever. Like bare people had a show with their name in it. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna call it Comfort Zone, but I'm gonna call it Craig Mitch Presents Comfort Zone. So it's like got my name right there because I'm getting stopped in the street, man. I come in running down the street, Kick Game, shine, Kick Game. Turn around, I'm like, bro, my passport doesn't say Kick Game.
Yeah.
They're like, can I get a picture? I'm like, what's my name? So you're gonna stop me for a picture? You don't even know my name, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Gonna be
not
the brother
on
from
it.
Kick Game, yeah.
Like, it's a little bit of an ego here, innit? Let's be real.
Bro, I respect the way that you are with these kind of things because you're bossy with it still. You're not moving like no pushover or none of that, bro.
Yeah,
You're serious. You know your position.
I'm not gonna, because I'm just looking at myself, bro, and how I move in the world.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't know, first of all, I'm not chasing anyone down the street for a picture. Shout out to everyone that does, though. I understand, especially if you're young.
Yeah.
I'm older now, innit? But like, if I was to stop someone for a picture, do you think I'm gonna stop someone and I don't know their name?
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
Yeah,
like, because I remember one youth stopped me and he was like, "Yo, Kick Game," and I'm like, "That's not my name." And then he's like, "Oh, sorry." He's like, "Can I get a pic though?" And I'm like, "Well, what's my name?" And then he's like, "I don't know." And I'm like, "Oh, you can't have a picture then." And he's like, "Rah, what? You're not gonna give me a picture?" And I'm like, "But my bro, you ain't even done you're asking me for a picture, but you ain't even you don't really care about me then." Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you're just doing it for whatever, for clout
clout,
or
yeah,
whatever
yeah,
it happens
yeah.
to be for you. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you ain't even done your due diligence to find out who I am or whatever. So,
Yeah.
and maybe that's on me. Maybe I need to do more, so maybe those people feel more connected. I don't know. But for me, it's just like, yeah, bro. If you don't know my name, it's like obviously sometimes I will just take.
No,
the
but I
picture.
understand that.
But it just depends what mood I'm in.
Nah, real.
But yeah, man. So that's why I started my own show as well. Just so like some of the younger, the Gen Z that don't know who I am or whatever, it's just like, all right, this is my show. You're coming to see on my platform now. But Kick Game's still going to be there and doing what it does.
Yeah.
But that's when I realized Kick Game has become a thing within itself. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially in UK culture, like.
It's a big part of it.
So yeah, man. But yeah, we're still going. Show, like I said, we got Thames. I don't know when this comes out, and I don't know when Thames comes out, but hopefully by the time this is out, Thames is out, and it's a mad one.
No, looking forward to it. The Comfort Zone show.
Yeah.
Is that the one I've seen? That's where you had Specs the other day, yeah?
Yeah, so we just put one out with Specs. We did 3 before, but I had to get a guy because they've all been women. I did this big podcast in America called Bobby Althoff.
Yeah, I see that.
You might have seen her. She did the podcast with Drake, and
you lot
then I
cooking
did
soul
Nella
food.
Rose, and then I did Stefflon Don. And then I thought, you know what, I need a guy, bro, because I don't want people to start thinking I'm a creep out here. Like it's only women and flirting. So I was like, let me get Specs on. I'm gonna get a couple more brothers on, but yeah, man, I'm just doing my own show now. Like, it's all me, all my own money, all my own investment. Like, we're shooting it. I don't know how much of any of them you've seen, but they're shot at a high level.
Yeah.
They're not like, it's not just like a sit down thing. Do you know what I mean? We're doing activities and it's
'cause
costing man bread. Like, I'm
Def
investing a
Landon,
lot
you
of
take
money.
her. Was
into
it
it.
Top Golf or you take her?
Yeah, I did top golf with Steph. I did a pottery class with Nella.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I'm putting my own money behind it, man, because I'm like, I want to own my own shit now as well. Do you know what I mean? And just make sure my name's attached to it. And I think that should be the goal for everyone that's like you said earlier.
Yeah.
Advice for people want to come up, build your own platform. Like, it's cool. I've been presenting for other people for years and helping build up their thing. Like, when I joined Kick Game, I had a couple 100,000 followers, it's at 1 million now. But now I'm like, yo, gotta build your own thing, man.
Yeah.
It's important, like, because
Yeah.
it's all about ownership at the end of the day.
100%. And what's the aim of like that show? What's the where you trying to take it? I see you're doing. Is it like an activity based thing? Like I see you doing bare different.
Yeah, like
activities?
it might evolve, but for now it's just like we've put a deck together. I'm speaking to a couple brands now at the moment about securing sponsorship for it.
Yeah.
So that I can really elevate it, pay the guests, pay my team. Do you know what I mean? And just make it as big and better as possible. But essentially, it's just my own platform, just to interview people. Like you see what like Shannon Sharp has.
Yeah.
All of that. Just have a platform where I can chat to people, man, on my own terms. No one can tell me what to do. Do you know what I'm saying? And just enjoy it, man.
So what you see, like with Bobby Ado, is she like how she presents herself and all that other?
Bobby,
you killed her with one line where you told her that you should have had someone else on. What is it?
What the immediate thing? Everyone compares them. No. Bobby's an amazing person, man. Like Bobby understands that like it's a comedic stick for her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she's actually got bags of personality.
Oh,
like,
so she's actually cool. Like she's
mad cool. Like in that, obviously she's just being like on purpose, but no, she's mad cool, man. Proper good person. Like proper funny as well.
Yeah.
Sick person for real.
Yeah.
And I rate her like what she's done. Like she's a mum of 2.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, she's a mum of 2. Like she had children early and married early in her early 20s.
Yeah, she looks young as well though.
Yeah, and like she's just carved out a thing for herself. Like she blew on TikTok from doing like mum content.
Yeah.
And then she pivoted into doing a podcast. She did a podcast with a guy called Funny Marco that blew up.
Yeah, I
And
know.
Drake
I see
saw
the
that.
Funny Marco content. Yeah.
Yeah, Drake saw that one and then had her on his, and then obviously from there it was a wrap. Like,
So how did it come about? You getting her on the show is
Basically,
that your first episode? That one?
yeah, it was my first episode. So obviously I had that idea in the pipeline for a while, but like I went Super Bowl with a brand in February in Vegas.
Yeah.
And then when I was out in Vegas, my brethren was out there. I met him, and he was like, "Oh, go LA, like come LA, like LA's a 45-minute flight." So I was like, "Fuck it." I went from Vegas to LA, and then when I was out in LA, he's a chef, so he was cooking for her.
Okay. Yeah.
So he was like, "Yo, like we're at like a massive Airbnb in the hills. Like I'm cooking for Bobby Althoff. Like, do you wanna come pull up?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm not doing that." And I came on a solo to LA.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Cool." I went there, pulled up, started just chopped it up with her and her brethren. We connected. I showed her what I do.
Yeah.
She was like sick, and I showed her a kick game. She was like, "Oh, it's sick." I was like, "I'm gonna start my own show." She was like, "Yeah, I'll come on." She came to London to do some work, and then I was like, "Yo, do you want to just make it happen?" Like, we'll make it happen. She was like, "Cool."
Yeah, that's
Talk about how Bobby Althoff came on my
Yeah,
first
no, I
show.
get it, bro. I saw all of that. So see everything you do, indie. You must
Comfort
have
zone. All my comfort zone stuff's me. All my money, everything's me. Yeah.
salute. I have to big you up on all of it, bro.
Yeah.
Can't say enough on what you're doing. Hope you're gonna visit again. It's been
Yeah.
another good one. Gonna start winding things up. What else should we look out for from the great Craig Mitch moving forward, bro?
I appreciate you, man. I got a clothing line dropping for
Sick.
the end of the year.
Yeah.
Might be some sequins in there.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Why
Express
not?
yourself,
Yeah,
bro.
come on.
Who knows?
Express yourself.
Who knows if you feel
Yeah.
up to the task, if you're comfortable enough. But yeah, man, there's gonna be clothing. I've always wanted to delve into clothing, man. So I'm gonna start my clothing brand. I'm not gonna put the name or anything out there yet because I got like a whole strategy behind how I'm launching it. But yeah, man, I want to delve into clothing because I'm in my 30s now, bro. And a lot of people don't even know I'm in my 30s. People look at me and they're like,
Yeah, you look-
I feel
yeah,
like you're
people think you're
27
young.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm in my 30s and it's like,
That might be why I thought the Foot Locker thing.
yeah.
Yeah, look, you're young. Take it as a compliment.
Yeah, no, of course. But yeah, my 20s was just about building me as a presenter and a broadcaster, bro, and someone that can, do my thing in front of camera. My 30s now is just about being an entrepreneur, man. Do you know what I mean? Because you realize as you get older, you can't always be. Well, you can nowadays because of online. You can be in front of camera, but it's just about having that passive income, man, and building generational wealth. And the way to do that is own
100%.
businesses. So now it's about just having multiple businesses and still doing the presenting stuff because I just love it.
100%.
Like I said, I was doing it when there was no money in it, so I can do it without even getting paid for it. Even if I won the fucking Euros millions tomorrow, I'd probably still be making content online, bro. No cap. Like I would do it
100.
Yeah,
because I love
you
it.
should, bro.
Because I love it. But yeah, man, it's like now I'm trying to get my entrepreneur bag now, man, and have some businesses,
Come on.
bro,
Let's
and then
go,
just try and
bro.
teach the youngers lot.
Let's go.
Pass the keys and information on to them, man. Like
go, bro.
this is how you can do it. Because I'm someone that. If you go in my yard, when you walk in my yard, literally in my sitting room, on my wall, I got 4 pictures in picture frames. And it's Nas Illmatic, Biggie Life After Death, Jay-Z Reasonable Doubt, and Tupac All Eyes on Me. 4 of my goats, 4 of the albums. And when I look at people like Jay-Z and Nas today, and unfortunately, we don't really talk about Diddy and them, man, as much anymore. Crashed out. But their entrepreneurship, because we've grown up watching them, they've given us the keys, bro, in their music, in their moves. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like they've shown you that it's possible, bro. Even if they're from across the pond, they're showing you it's possible. So it's like just about getting your head in the game and learning about investing, learning about
100%.
building businesses. So that's where I'm at now, bro. That's what I'm trying to do.
Shit.
Well, boy, looking forward to seeing more Big support of everything you do.
No, honestly, I appreciate that you man
bro.
say that for real.
Nah, genuinely, bro. You know,
Yeah,
I say
man.
it to you anyway,
Big,
bro.
man.
Differently, nah.
Different.
And we fuck with what you're doing, bro.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And it's all, listen, each one teach one, and teamwork makes the dream work, bro.
Word.
Like, we're supporting what you're doing and vice versa. I know you are as well, so no, I
man.
appreciate
Come
you
on,
pulling
man.
up.
Bless
Looking
him.
forward to more.
No, I love for having me on. And big up you, man. Once
Come on.
again,
Hey,
Winners
come on.
Talking
Winners
podcast,
Talking
man.
Podcast.
Pleasure to have you here,
That's
man.
the big Dougie Doug, Craig Mitch in the building. Stat.